So far, we have discussed free play and how it fosters growth in many crucial skill areas, as well as the different developmental stages of play. Now that we have a basis from which to work, let's talk about how adults can encourage healthy play in children. The form of play that has the greatest educational impact is free play. And as we learned in the first section, free play is play that is fun, process-oriented, and most importantly, child-selected. So how can we, as child care experts, encourage something that needs to be chosen by the children and not by us? The first thing we can do is create a playful environment. In other words, we need to provide all sorts and all kinds of material for them to play with. Store-bought toys are fine, but they can be expensive, and everyday items can sometimes be better. Things like boxes, paper tubes, old phones, scraps of fabric, turkey feathers, plastic containers, and recycled paper can make wonderful additions to any play environment. What's more, these found items can really spark a youngster's growing imagination. Another thing adults can do to encourage play is make sure that children are given time to play. In today's world, children's activities seem to be scheduled for every waking hour of the day. These overscheduled children just don't have any time to play, and even if they did, they would probably be too tired and cranky to play successfully because tired children get easily frustrated. Remember that playing, children having the free time to do, run, create, and just be kids, is not a waste of time. As you will recall, children learn a lot of lessons and practice many life skills when they play, so it's very important that we create time during their busy days for free play. Another way we, as child care professionals, can encourage and support children's play is to talk about it with them. Help them reflect on their playtime. What did they enjoy most? What problems did they encounter? How did they solve their problems? These types of questions will help children to begin to consciously understand some of the skills they are growing through play. What's more, asking open-ended questions can expand children's imaginations and encourage their future creativity. Additionally, make sure that you offer praise for successful play. As childcare experts, most of us have become very adept at noticing good things that happen during work time and praising children for them, but we need to ask ourselves if we notice those good things during playtime. Remember, play develops many skills. We, as the adults, should be able to notice these skills and reward the children for them. For instance, if one of your preschoolers freely shares his supplies with the other children, he should be praised for that. As we mentioned earlier, for playtime to be effective, children need to be in charge. Children need to be free to form their own ideas, use materials in their own way, and interact with each other without adult constructs placed upon them. However, just because children need to be in charge of the play doesn't mean that adults can't participate. In fact, quite the opposite is true. Playing with children is a very beneficial thing, for when adults join in the fun, it shows children that play is important and valuable, and that they are important and valuable as well. Unfortunately, some adults may have problems joining. As we mature, we are taught that playing is for kids, and in order to become an adult, we must give up childish things. Consequently, some adults may feel self-conscious or silly playing games with little children on their terms. Truly becoming a member of a children's playgroup may take practice and adjustment, but it is an important thing to do. Let go of the adult ideas you may have about how things should be done or used. Let your imagination be as free as the children's and see where it leads you. Besides, playing is fun. It can relieve stress and add joy to your life, so cut loose and enjoy it. Just make sure you follow the children's ideas wherever they may lead. With all that said, there is one circumstance in which you should intervene in children's free play, whenever it becomes unsafe. If something breaks or if the children begin to do something dangerous, it is important to redirect them at that point. Social situations can also become hazardous. If the children begin fighting or arguing, you may need to intervene in order to help them solve the conflict. After all, children are still learning this skill and may need some guidance. Judge these situations carefully, however. If children are merely struggling a bit with the conflict, let them struggle and see if they can work it out. You should only intervene when it becomes obvious that things are escalating and they won't be able to take care of the situations for themselves. In order to eliminate, or at least lessen, unsafe situations, child care professionals should take the following precautionary steps. First, check all of your materials and equipment before each use to ensure that nothing has been broken or damaged. Second, remind children of your classroom rules before playtime begins. If the children are not allowed to climb on the table, then that rule still applies during playtime. A gentle, preemptive reminder of your rules will lessen the number of problems when play actually starts. Finally, if you have identified children who seem to struggle in certain types of play activities, Try to direct those children away from those activities before they actually begin. This final recommendation is made with great caution. If play appears to get stuck or become unproductive, it is appropriate for an adult to offer a new toy or give a suggestion. This should be done very delicately, however. Remember, you don't want to lead the play, you just want to unstick it with a gentle suggestion. There is a very subtle distinction between leading the play and gently nudging it forward. This action may take you some time to perfect, but it's worth the effort.